Hello there and welcome back to the channel where today we have the top 10 Tycoon games to play during your lockdown. Yeah, we're all locked down, we're stuck in our houses, you're like a Tycoon management simulation game or two, so here are the top 10 that you should play, or should try and play, in this time where we have infinite time essentially. Firstly, we have Production Line. Production Line is a car factory management tycoon game, which allows you to apply your organizational and entrepreneurial skills towards building the ultimate optimized car production line for optimum efficiency and, of course, optimum profit. Production Line features a wide selection of producible vehicles and vehicle parts with a rather large research tree available within the game. Alongside this, an expansive set of upgradable production buildings and items allows you to build a highly detailed segmented car production line. From there, you can begin research into not only production of vehicles, but into the individual parts that make them. Over time, you'll be able to lower costs, increase efficiency, and increase your profits to build the most efficient production line around, only if you can figure out how to do it, because it's a bloody difficult game and a bloody fun game to figure your way around. Anyway, moving on. One of the most highly regarded game and development focused games would be Mad Games Tycoon. Mad Games Tycoon, as the title would suggest, is focusing your character as the founder of an up-and-coming games development studio. Starting off on your own little garage, you expand upwards into the game development world, with each and every release bringing in more cash and more fans and more fame. Well, that's the hope, but to realize that hope, you have to work and work hard, ensuring that you create the right types of games for the time period, for the best devices, with the best possible talent around. Only then will you be able to make truly mind-boggling games. With a larger scope and numerous more detailed features, Mad Games Tycoon is it's a bit of a one-up essentially on games such as Game Dev Tycoon from many years ago. Esports Life Tycoon ain't for everyone, I shall say that right away, but despite this, its more repetitive gameplay paired with the progression through esports leagues makes Esports Life a sometimes mundane but usually tense esports team management experience. Esports Manager allows you to start off with a bunch of wannabe esports stars, building up your team and their skills as you climb your way through the leagues, battling big names in the esports world. Esports Life features real-life teams and their players throughout your progression for added realism to the game. As you build up your team of members, you'll have to ensure you give them the best facilities you can afford, else they may end up turning their back on you and signing another contract. All in all, Esports Life is a fairly easy to understand take on the esports world, and it features in this list as a game you can play on all systems from PC to Android to iOS. Going back to the game development focus, we have City Game Studio. City Game Studio places you as the founder of a video game production company, starting with a small team, but with big dreams of what's to come. Starting in the early stages of game development, City Game Studio allows you to build your studio and follow along to history in real life. Developing the best games for the best devices to please your ever-growing and ever-diversifying fanbase. City Game Studio has more advanced features such as allowing you to receive publishing offers, develop and manage a digital storefront, buying and renting of multiple game development buildings and teams, and the ability to spy on your competitors. Oh, I do love being nosy. But yes, City Game Studio is another interesting take. Like all of these games, they always find something unique to make themselves a little more different and a little more diverse to their fellow games in the genre. 2 Point Hospital is the spiritual successor to the wildly popular Theme Hospital, featuring many of the same themes, Theme Hospital, and ideas in a larger, more modern format. With a number of illnesses throughout the local populations, you'll have to create a profitable and efficient hospitalization system to identify illnesses and treat them effectively to please both your patients and your bosses. As you find more and more illnesses to cure, you'll have to invest in improving your hospital's services to accompany the vast amount of new patients. With some great polished gameplay and numerous additional content packs, DLCs, 2 Point Hospital is a very complete package for your lockdown boredom and very, very easy to get on board with quickly. A personal favorite of mine is Drink Pro Tycoon. With some basic Tycoon management gameplay, Drink Pro Tycoon is in no way a special or perfect game. However, with such a unique focus on the drinking industry, Drink Pro Tycoon offers something that other Tycoon games can't. Drink Pro Tycoon allows you to create and customize a line of drink products to sell around the world. You'll have to create drinks for every market's preference, managing a large portfolio of drinks in order to become the largest soft drinks company on the planet we call Earth. Despite its rough around the edges appearance, Drink Pro Tycoon can be incredibly fun for a management game enthusiast, and you can't make a drinks company anywhere else, that's for sure. Next up, Software Inc. Software Inc. is an expansive software production management game. It comes with a substantial amount of feature-rich gameplay. Software Inc. allows you to build up an expansive set of office buildings across the extensive map to house an unthinkable amount of employees to work on all the software you could dream of programming. Software Inc. allows you to build and create software such as antivirus, office software, actual games, software editors such as 3D editors, 2D editors, audio editors, game engines, and a series of other software. Plus, with an expansive selection of mods available through the Steam Workshop, Software Inc. allows for unlimited expansion of what you can do. Hardware development is one mod which I've definitely played myself. You could think of anything and basically build it in the game as long as the workshop will encompass it. Software Inc. is an exciting and unique management game which I am sure you will find fun in playing. Game Dev Studio is, well, yet another game development focused Tycoon game. Damn, I really did add a lot of these to the list. Anyway, naturally it's about building up a game development studio with some more advanced features available, such as game DLC and game updates to extensive workshop support and the ability to influence the hardware manufacturers. Really, like I said before, these games all come with some unique factors which may make them more interesting to you as a whole. A Game Dev Studio features non-linear progression, allowing you to progress and expand at your own pace, unlike games like Game Dev Tycoon, which follow a set series of events. With the ability to buy buildings in your area and expand your operations into them as you require, you can basically expand willingly at your own pace, like we said before. With an amazingly cute graphic style and an amazing amount of detail into the game as a whole, Game Dev Studio is a nice take on the game dev theme, which has been established recently. We should do a top 10 game dev games at this rate. Interstellar Transport Company allows you to become an interstellar tycoon, creating a trading and supply-led empire to colonize planets around the galaxy. Interstellar Transport Company features detailed management controls to manage finances and cash flow, market your services, expand your operations, and to monitor and beat your competitors in the industry. Featuring a procedurally generated galaxy which produces unique maps from 1 to 100 star systems in each game. As you expand your company across these star systems, you'll be able to expand production, optimize your transports, and score bigger and bigger contracts to increase your profitability. With the ability to play single player and multiplayer, Interstellar Transport Company is going to be a great little game for you and all your locked down friends. Startup Company is a deep and easy to understand software development tycoon game. Startup Company allows you to build up your software development company from a pipe dream to a giant multi-employee machine. Startup Company is a game based around modules. Modules are developed by your employees and can be used to fulfill contracts or to further develop your chosen product or service. As you make more money, you will eventually begin construction of your own internet service. Naturally, this requires infrastructure to run and more advanced features to keep users coming back to it. As you continue with this cycle, Startup Company becomes more than just a software development game, giving you many tasks to manage and control in order to drive your company towards success. With an unfathomable amount of gameplay to it, Startup Company is the game to play for any tech or business management fan. And that's it, those are the top 10 Tycoon games to play during lockdown. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you have any more suggestions, put them down in the comments, because as always, I'm sure everyone would like to find more games. But until then, thank you for watching, and cheerio!